My name is John Reeves. I'm the Head of Music at Stelling Grammar School and I've been working with Musical Futures for the last 7 or 8 years. So why is Musical Futures important? Because it's inclusive, because it challenges us as teachers, because it moves us forward, because it makes us constantly, every day, readdress how we're doing what we're doing and whether what we're doing is right. It also is important because it gives us a structure, quite a loose structure, yes, but a structure in which to put our ideas and experiments, and it also gives us, most importantly, a strong network of teachers to bounce ideas off and to use as sort of peer coaches. I find that professional level of Musical Futures, both being a way of teaching but also being a way of networking, absolutely fundamental. I think it's important because it allows us to tap into the joy of music making that students naturally have, and for us to sit alongside that and to share that process of learning that students go along. I think the primary ethos of making the music curriculum personal to a child is fundamental, and for me that's the difference between me pouring lots of information into their heads and hoping that they come out as better people, or me looking at how they're interested in music already and how can I harness that and challenge it and push it forward and work from where they are. For me, the impact of Musical Futures has been dramatic. It's changed the way we put together our curricula, it's changed how we look at education of the whole education of the whole child. I think with the constant reappraisal of how you teach and the changing of materials and the changing of how you deliver learning, the big impact on that is that notion that we change, and change is so fundamental to keeping fresh and keeping active and keeping new as a teacher. My example of a student who's had a really strong impact from this process is somebody who's had exactly that came to music quite late, joined us as a sixth form student with limited musical experience other than informal music making, and we built a curriculum around him which drew on his strengths in leading other people in music and drew on his strengths as a very, very strong performer, and on his strengths of being very motivated to learn IT and technology, and then built a qualification around that student. And we do that often. We do it at Key Stage 5 and we also do it at Key Stage 4, where we don't accept that all students are in the same box and going to have the same outcome, but we work at it from another angle and think, well, what's the potential for this student, where could they lead, where could they head, and then how best do we do that? And that's where we use Musical Futures really to structure that process. Talk about the impact of the Musical Futures on our students. Our uptake at Key Stage 4 in both the schools I've worked with has doubled, if not more, and this year we have the largest cohort of sixth form in our area, with around 25 studying either AS music or A2 music or music practitioner at level 3. That for us has been a massive change, and is a real endorsement that what we've done lower down the school has had a big impact at the other end of the school, with students wanting to stay on and study music.